really not sure where this year has gone, please put the answers on a self-addressed envelope and send them my way if you do. But it is the 4th week of November already, and that means it's time for another US Thanksgiving holiday. And coinciding with that, for good or bad, we have the usual rush of Black Friday. You know, where people forget all their manners and push and shove each other at midnight in an attempt to beat other people to the things that are so-called bargains that they don't actually need, and then a few days later, Cyber Monday, where people do the same thing and force people who are paid minimum wage to work overtime, but they do that all from the comfort of their own homes, and then, obviously, in the middle of those, nicely, there's Small Business Saturday, where either through guilt of how you treated people the day before, or actually out of a determination to be a better human being and eschew traditional consumerism in support of small local businesses, you patronise businesses that really do need your support each and every week of the year. And if you do that, thank you. Regardless of how you shop this week and next, however, it is traditionally the time when people turn their attention towards the gift-giving aspect of the upcoming holidays. And that means it's time for us here at the channel to recommend some gifts that we think would be great for that special EV owner in your life. While some of the suggestions we're going to throw your way are on the expensive side, and I will start with the pricier ones, we're also going to throw out some ideas that can be purchased for far less, or in fact, made for very little. Oh, and just so that you know, we're not repeating any of last year's recommendations, although we still think they're really awesome, so we will link to last year's video here in case this year's recommendations don't float your boat. Oh, and in case you're interested, we're also linking to all of the companies and gift ideas down below in the show notes. If money is no object, then buying a ceramic coating treatment for your loved one's EV might be a great way to help them keep their car in peak condition while also protecting their investment. And it doesn't even need to be a car purchased brand new. As we proved this year, I'll link to our video down below, ceramic coating can help protect even a used car's paintwork. There are, unfortunately, a dizzying number of different coatings available, ranging from very basic ones to more advanced multi-year treatments, complete with really long warranty periods. We've ceramic coated our Ford F-150 Lightning and our Chevrolet Bolt EV, with the truck getting a more longer life coat while the Bolt got one that was good for the next few years. And of course, if you happen to live here in the greater Portland, Oregon area, do check out our friends at Fresh Start Detail, who both do ceramic coating and also paint protection film. We're not getting any kickbacks from them, we just think they're awesome and we want to share the love. If your special someone is one of the hundreds of thousands of Tesla Model 3 or Model Y owners around the world, they may perhaps wish that their car had a regular dashboard behind the steering wheel. So our next suggestion is to get them one of the many different aftermarket dashboards that you can put onto a Tesla that plugs in to the car's diagnostics port. There are many different options available, going from a few $100s to nearly $1,000, but they all pretty much do the same thing. Give your Tesla a dashboard behind the steering wheel, which we would argue improves your awareness of what's going on, improves forward attentiveness, and avoids the need to glance across at that massive central display. You also get, drumroll, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity if that's something you want, and many Tesla owners do. However, before you buy one, do make sure that you check the car is compatible, as some Tesla dashboards only work with certain model years of Tesla. If you want to see one in action, Donut Media recently did a video showcasing one. I'll link to it below. Our next gift idea is certainly one for those who are in North America, but it doesn't mean those in other parts of the world can't adapt the idea to go with any number of awesome charging solutions for the home. It's well accepted that a properly wired-in charging station is the easiest way to keep an EV charged, and the majority of charging stations out there that wall mount are capable of higher power levels than any granny lead can accomplish. So if your special someone is an EV driver but hasn't yet splurged on a charging station, you could change that. In North America, do consider buying a charging station capable of both J1772 and NACS operation, which will help you future-proof your investment for years to come. And in that regard, the obvious choice is the Tesla Universal Wall Connector. But if you do have ethical concerns over supporting a Tesla product, and there are many who do, for valid reasons, there are plenty of alternatives out there. And you can quite easily also buy an additional J1772 to NACS connector if you want to go that route. Whatever you choose though, consider going with a charging station capable of power sharing with other charging stations on the same circuit, which very much increases practicality for everyone involved. While this one is really only going to apply to those of you who live in cooler climates, all-weather mats can really help keep any EV in the best possible condition, ensuring snow, mud and other detritus doesn't get ground into the carpets of your vehicle. Most automakers sell branded all-weather mats, but you can often get more affordable versions without the branding. The only caveat here, though, is that you should really make sure the fitment is guaranteed before buying, and this is especially true for the driver's mat, as poorly fitting mats can affect pedal operation, and we really don't want any unintended acceleration now, do we? Live somewhere warm but have pets or small kids? Well, all-weather mats can also be a great buy, as they can help you keep your little monster's inevitable messes under control. In fact, it was thanks to an all-weather mat that I was just recently able to clean up some dog vomit in the back of my truck, without needing to go all out with a carpet cleaner. It saved me time, money, and hassle. We've never actually covered motorcycle things on our gift guide before, but as some of you may know, I've recently got my hands on a new two-wheeled toy, and I've been riding it a lot. And yes, I did also come off it recently, but let's not talk about that. Aside from ATGAT, all the gear, all the time, another great way to keep your favourite electric motorcyclist safe is to get them a brake-free motorcycle helmet light for their stocking. It is not super expensive, but it's basically a supplemental brake light that you put on your helmet that illuminates in response to detected deceleration. It can display a range of different patterns based on what's legal where you live, and I recently got one as a gift for my birthday. I love mine. It doesn't add much weight to the helmet, and it is fully chargeable and helps keep you visible on the road. If your chosen someone lives in a cold place and they have to park outside to charge, then this one is definitely for you. A charging cover to keep your charger inlet free from snow and ice. I've got one that was sent to me a few years ago by Ukrainian company trinket, but there are plenty of other options available online, both mass-produced and custom-made. In fact, if you are particularly handy, you might even be able to make one yourself if you have access to some suitable weatherproof material, some cinch closures, and a decent sewing machine. And you also know how to use it. Designed to fit over the charge plug as it's connected to your vehicle, these little covers may look simple, but they can really make the difference between being able to easily unplug your vehicle when it's cold outside or being stuck there trying to clear snow and ice off before your charging inlet lets go of the charge cable. We're now into the more affordable end of the market with some fun little ornaments and keychains you can get for that EV owner in your life. And alongside the usual scale models, which can range from very basic to pretty in-depth, we'd not be getting into the spirit of the season if we didn't discuss some fun Christmas tree ornaments that are now hitting the market. This year, Hallmark has decided to add a Ford F-150 Lightning metal ornament to its list of ornaments you can buy. But there are plenty of other options available on sites like Etsy to scratch your itch. As usual though, quality does depend on where you're getting it from. I've seen some ornaments for sale that I'd love to see on my own tree, and others which, frankly, you could probably make yourself with a glue gun for less. Which brings us to the final pick, things you can make yourself on a 3D printer. While not everyone has access to a 3D printer, they've certainly become a whole lot more common in the past few years, which is why 3D printing is now a possibility. From a J1772 holster to help keep charge cables tidy in the garage, through to a 3D printed organizer for your loved one's car, a 3D printed foot rest for their left foot, or something like some cargo hooks for the load bay, there's always something fun you can make. Since I acquired a 3D printer several years ago, I've made a slew of different things from online, freely available models, including a guard for my F-150 Lightning's emergency frunk release, some replacement cargo divider hooks for our Bolt EV, and the aforementioned charge cable holster. But really, the sky is the limit. Just remember to use a material, though, that's robust enough to cope with extremes of heat, as well as heat cycling, as it's possible for temperatures inside any car to go from being really hot in the summer to equally cold in the winter, and not all 3D printing materials will enjoy that. So there you have it. Some suggestions for the year. I hope you enjoy your shopping, keep it sensible, ethical, and make sure you don't make someone else's holiday period worse just because you want something. And if you're celebrating this week, I hope you have a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've got any thoughts, make sure you leave them below in our Discord chat room, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They are some of the more than 1,500 people who help fund this channel through Patreon and YouTube, helping us cover our bills, pay our team, and making sure that we can remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed below, just follow the links. There are a range of different tiers you can sign up for from as little as $1 a month, or if you pay yearly, just about $10.08 a year. A huge welcome to our newest supporters: Conrad Young, Neon Frog, Siobhan Greeny, Alan Savage, Scotty, Ray Mario, Jennifer, Nesklova, and the Lord of Chaos. Thanks for becoming part of the TE crew. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have an old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at. The address is also linked below. And if you're in need of some swag, you'll find our swag store also in the down below. We've got some great content coming up, so make sure you're subscribed on PeerTube or YouTube, and we'll see you again soon. We make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want more, the mighty algorithm thinks you'll like this video, but we here also think that this one is well worth a look. See you soon, and as always, keep evolving.